Just had the 2 points in the first half. Feeling things out in game one, 30 in the second half.
Yeah, he was definitely feeling things out to start game one. I don't think that's going to be the case tonight.
The Utah camp promises more post catches for Rudy Gobert tonight. He has it high posted to Nail, hands off to Mitchell into the lane. Got in deep and scores.
Right off the bat, I love that play for Donovan Mitchell.
Gobert in drop coverage. Here's Bullock into the paint. 13 to shoot, and Jalen Brunson with it. He's isolated, working on O'Neal, who is 6'4". In he comes, high bank up and in. Gobert has it jabbed away by Brunson. Recovered by Dinwiddie.
Excellent hands right there by Rick Brunson on the weak side. And Finney Smith with the 3-ball. His improvement has been so key for the Mavericks, and they believe that helps them set up their defense. They are not looking to push the tempo on Utah.
Long minutes to both Brunson and Dinwiddie was a concern as Brunson outside.
Brunson doesn't look tired at all. He is ready to play. He's a gamer. Ultimate winner. Guy that won a championship in high school, college, and he's looking to try to do the same thing in the league.
Mitchell burrows his way into the paint and scores.
It's the playoffs. Every shot like that has to be contested. You got to get a hand up. Don't tell me you want to win. Show me you want to win.
Brunson off the high screen. Lets another three fly up and in. Mitchell the lob. Gobert has the hand back to get it. Angles it up. Run out of room. Dallas the other way. Brunson on a run. Why not?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
8 to shoot, late on the clock. Brunson goes to work, gets a hit. Whiteside switches. Now O'Neal's back on him. He'll raise and score.
Behind the play, holding his eye.
House into the lane. His hand out to Hassan Whiteside. Not even close. 4 turnovers.
Yeah, Dinwiddie might have got poked in the eye. He's still doing something funny with his eye right there. But this is not how Dallas wants to play, but they are taking what's available and what's there.
Bogdanovich drives and kicks. With it, O'Neal to the end line. To House, rotate outside, and Mitchell calmly leans into a 3 and knocks it down. Donovan Mitchell, sweeping crossover, gets 2 feet in the paint, wriggles to the hole and laid it in. So strong.
Yeah, that's a grown man bucket right there. I hate to beat a dead horse, but the Utah defensive energy right now is not playoff intensity like. As we see Bogdanovich get a bucket right there. Make a play off the ball with Luka not playing, a lot of pressure on Spencer Dinwiddie and Jalen Brunson. They're going to need Burke and Spurks to give them a little something.
Burke, the 9-year pro, will tee up a 3 and he hit it. He was a full stride beyond the 3-point arc.
In our favor, but if you're Utah, you can't do that. Take advantage. Luka's not going to be here, obviously. Go ahead, get up 2 games. We see Rudy with a nice putback. Rudy's going to stay in the lane right now. They're going to give Green all the shots that he wants and force him to be a playmaker or a shot maker.
Gobert will drop. Now he's going to come out to get Green. Oh, wow. Rejected by Gobert, who tracked him right to the rim.
And it looks like the Mavs are in a little bit of a zone right now. J. Kidd trying to throw a little bit of a wrinkle at Utah, see how they're going to handle it.
With Finney Smith playing the back end of the zone, Clarkson spins to the baseline and scores.
And the Mavericks have found something they like in this pick and roll. They're going to keep Whiteside in it and see if Brunson can continue to attack it and get buckets. And the answer to that question is yes.
The back iron, Clarkson the other way. Crosses over, goes at Powell. Hernan Gomez outside. It's Mitchell. Probing, looking. Going to call his own from 8 feet. He's not been running. Lightly jogging from one spot to the other. And training. Reggie Bullock says, I got you.
Staying in that drop coverage, that's something that Utah likes to play.
Cleveland with a standstill 3, knocks it down, Maxi Cleveland.
And that made 3 you saw a moment ago, his 4th already less than a game and a half into the series could be huge. He was just 11 of 56 since March 1st.
And right now, the defensive adjustment that Utah has made is they put Rudy on Green as we see Clarkson going to work. But they put Rudy on Green, that way he is not in the pick and roll, he's not guarding a shooter, pulled him off of Cleveland.
Brunson had been the only Maverick with a 2-point field goal until Green scores. Here's Mitchell. Zips a pass outside to Clarkson. He lines up a 3. He's been on fire coming off the bench with 14.
That was a heat check right there. When you're feeling good and you got to roll, and sometimes you got to just test it a little bit just to see how hot you are.
Dinwiddie gets 2 feet in the paint and scores on an easy lefty. Gobert shaking his head no. Bertans at 6'10". Mitchell will back him off. Side adjustment for 3. Yeah, right down the hatch.
Mitchell will take that matchup anytime he can get it.
Kleba is in now for Bertans. He'll defend. Bogdanovich 9 to shoot. Backing down on Dinwiddie. Got him in deep. That's where he wants to get. Off the back iron in traffic. He's hitting the mouth. He's down on the opposite end of the floor. Dallas plays 5 on 4. Dinwiddie lines up a 3. Utah with a sizable rebound advantage, 25-13 here tonight.
But that's normal for the Dallas Mavericks. They normally get beat on the glass, not a big-time rebounding team.
Mitchell scores on a three. Thank you, man. How about Jared Dudley? Just joins the staff. He does all the national interviews.
Hey, man, Jared Dudley's a very smart basketball player, as we see. You bring Spencer Dinwiddie in. He's somebody else that can make a play with the rock, as we see some active hands right there. But then at the same time, Bertans getting to outside shooting. And speaking of outside shooting, Clarkson with a three ball right there.
9 to shoot.
And that's the Rudy Gobert effect. Even though Spencer Dinwiddie got to the basket, he knew Rudy was lurking.
Dinwiddie will burst into the lane. Right back over there for the bucket. O'Neal pumps, drives. Finney Smith from behind, spikes it off the window. Brunson the other way. He'll go right at Mitchell with a reverse. Dinwiddie goes at Clarkson. His runner's off. Captures his own rebound off the outstretched fingertips of Powell and lays it home. Back to the action. The Utah Jazz continue the attack. Mitchell with a drive into the paint after the timeout. Utah with it. Clarkson with Bullock, determined to get over the top of the screen, but Clarkson has him on his hip, steps back from 15 and crushes one. Third foul on Clarkson. Brunson from three. He drives in another one.
First team to really dig down and play some tough defense, that might be the team that gives himself a best chance to win.
Utah 8 of 18 from three. Brunson sends in another one. A sizzling triple. 13 of 30.
And Finney Smith has been struggling for the field. That makes him now 1 of 8.
Mitchell slips Bullock into the lane. He flares one up and in off the window. Bogdanovich out of control. His twirl is off. Brunson the other way. Sneaks into Bertans. Outside to Kleber for another three. Kleber's fourth three of the night. Crowd on their feet in Dallas, roaring their approval. Bogdanovich a three. And he bags one, dude. Mitchell into the lane. Pumps and scores. Boy, does he have a tight handle.
An incredible handle.
Clarkson off the screen of Whiteside. The step back from the elbow is good for Jordan Clarkson, who's been reining him in off the bench again.
He was getting open shot after open shot because of it.
17 of 40 from three for Dallas. Mitchell the other way. Has to pull up short and lob one over Kleber.
Bogdanovich as he knocks down that tight two right there, but that's by design. Basically gets to this Mavericks defense. They want to run Utah off the three-point line as Jalen Brunson continues to go to work and have himself a ball game.
Finney Smith playing center field down in the paint. Mitchell threw it up, missed it, he knew it. Follows his own miss, lays it in, he's banged to the floor.
That's what you have to do in that situation. When you're giving up size, you have to go out there and come out there with the right type of energy. But speaking of the right type of energy, Jalen Brunson right down the lane for the floater.
Brunson ahead of steam. He burrows in deep and scores!
Wow.
Gobert 16 recoveries tonight.
There's the switch. Now Mitchell's going to go to work.
He'll drive it, has a step, side steps. Kleber laid it in. Brunson switches right to left, steps back, finds Kleber, another three. Maxi Kleber getting it done. His 7th triple of the night. 3:53 left. They open up the floor for Dinwiddie. Strong left hand, slithers in to Kleber.
He's hotter than fish grease.
Check by a determined Mitchell out above the three-point line. 7 to shoot. Open up the left side. Dinwiddie spins it back to his right. Hovers and scores. Bullock straightens up house with a screen. Springing Brunson into the paint. Outside, there he is. Dorian Finney-Smith. Led by Jalen Brunson's 41 points tonight.